Hello YouTube, Flightsimguy here. We are back. Let me make sure this thing is recording. Yes it is. We are back in Flysimware's Learjet 35 Alpha. About to hit our top of descent. I had to take it up to 36,000 feet because I hit some clouds over or near the Bahamas, and the turbulence was pretty bad. So 36,000 feet. Here is what's left of Cuba. Jamaica is coming up. You can barely see it, and we're about to come on down. So this is how we're going to do this. Alright, I have nav1 tuned to the VOR at Manly, 143 miles, 36,000. We need to come on down. So what we're going to do is this. Let's go ahead and set our speed bug to right about there, and I want to maintain flight level change. So what we're going to do is idle the engine. Dial in. Should probably dial in the destination altitude first. 18,000 feet. Okay. Altitude select. I'm going to push the nose down. To about 2,600 feet per minute. Vertical speed. Alright, let's bring it back. There we go, to about right there. Bring it down. Trying to get vertical speed to about 2,600 feet per minute. Didn't realize I had the speed already checked. There we go, right about there. Alright, that should do it. I should be using flight level change and not vertical speed, but I know 2,600 feet per minute, in this case it's actually 3,000. Should be good. We're 124 miles out. I need to be coming down a little bit steeper because I'm up a little bit higher. Let's go ahead and set this to 10,000 feet. Let's do some housekeeping. Altimeter in Jamaica, Kingston, is 29.97. There we go. We're going to be coming in on ILS 12. The last weather report I have, winds 200 at 7, temperature 29, altimeter 2997. VFR visibility is 10 statute miles. No significant weather to speak of. Alright. Let me show you what this transponder is pretty cool. Has several functions. Didn't get a chance to show it earlier. Let's go ahead and start the timer. Has a local time feature right here, and it also shows ground proximity warning and outside ambient temperature. Okay, here's Jamaica coming up. Montego Bay is actually over here somewhere, and we need to be going back here. This path takes us over Montego, takes us over Ocho Rios. Learjet is now a Bombardier company. Bombardier bought out Lear, and I honestly don't know if Learjets are still in production. Really and truly don't know. I guess I'd have to look it up. With all the other business jet producers out there, I can't imagine. I have not seen anything about new Learjets, and I subscribe to several GA magazines, so Alright, we'll go ahead and keep it on this profile until we get settled in. 94 miles, we're 16,000 feet up. Our approach is taking us over some mountainous areas. So, I want to say, looking at the approach chart, the direction I'm coming from, minimum safe altitude coming from heading 186 to 300 is 9,500 feet. Otherwise, it is 6,400 feet. So I still got to be up there quite a bit. Once I clear the mountains, I can go ahead and make my approach. All I'm going to do is intercept the Kino waypoint, come in heading 120, and line up for runway 12 with ILS 109.1. How far out are we? 80 miles. ATIS should be coming alive any second now. 127.7. It's already tuned into COM 1. We're a little bit ahead of schedule as far as the descent profile goes. We want to keep our speed at 250. So, once we get to 10,000, I'll go ahead and give it gas. Get us back on course as far as the speed is concerned. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and restore our speed. This dial actually moves in the background. Kind of hard to see, but it actually does move. Alright, 72 miles out. 10,000 feet. Alright, is that Baskerville? Yes, it is. But I think it's called Baskerville or Ian Fleming International. That's what they call it. Evidently, jets land there, and it's a very tiny runway. Let me see how long that runway is. That runway is barely 4,700 feet long. Alright, 10,000 feet. 39. Alright, we're coming up on some mountains and there's some clouds. So let's go back to the approach chart. 6,400 should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this down. Dial this back to 6,400. And let's go ahead and do vertical speed. Turn that off. On that, bring it down to about 1,000 feet per minute. Now, when I'm about 20 miles out, what I'm going to have to do is switch from GPS to nav. Okay? That's my runway orientation, which means I'm going to have to come right to about 205. Okay? And then this is going to swing this way. And then once this is lined up perfectly with 12, that's when I can come left to heading 120 and then switch to nav. Hold on nav and that'll intercept the ILS. Or at least the localizer. I'm not sure if there's a glide slope at Manly. Alright. 8,500. 29 miles. That's 29 DME miles. I can't believe it's actually that close. These clouds are kind of bothering me here. Alright. My approach speed is going to be about 130-ish. Let's put it right here. Push come to shove, the weather is pretty good, so if I botch the instrument approach, I can just turn off the autopilot and manually fly it. Now, having said that, I've flown this plane manually before, and it is not easy to fly. It is not easy to fly. It's not like the Phenom 100 or 300. This plane, you have to know what you're doing. FSX box has been good to me today. Alright, coming up on 6,400. We're 22 miles out. And I'm not going to get any closer until I can see. And I can't see anything. So I'm going to stay right here, because clouds and mountains don't mix. So let's keep it right here. Let it go ahead and level off. I am picking up the signal from Kingston, so in theory I can go ahead and do my thing right now. So let's go ahead and do that. In fact, there we go. Okay, it's complaining that my throttle is too low. That's all that is. Alright, give it a little bit of gas. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, let's go heading and switch this to nav. And there it goes. And we want to turn this, leave it right there. Okay, we gotta watch our speed. I don't have any flaps yet. Not gonna give it any flaps yet. Now what I'm gonna do is essentially wait until this is pointed to 12 and this needle starts drifting in. I'm tuned into the VOR, so it's gonna happen slowly. I'm not tuned into the ILS yet. Once I have visual, I can go ahead and make the change. Now what I need to do is get out of these mountains. Okay, let's come left a little bit. Let's come left a little bit. We're navigating nav now. Give it a little bit of gas. Let's go ahead and give it 1 notch flaps. Okay, nearest airport. Manly should be showing up. There it is right there. Let's go ahead and call. Alright, FS recorder, check. Landing lights, check. Flaps at 1. Let's go ahead and arm. My thrust reversers. Yeah, this thing does not slow down very easily on the runway. And let's go ahead and arm our anti-skid. Oh, we're going too slow. Give it some gas. Speed up. It's going too slow right there. Alright, here's some clouds. These are the mountains I need to clear. So let's go ahead and take it down to 4,000 feet. Come off the gas. Arm. Push the nose down a little bit. There we go. Arm vertical speed. What the hell is this thing doing? Push the nose down. There we go. Vertical speed. There. Now hold it, damn you. There you go. Good. You're holding? Yes, you're holding. Alright. We're turning. I need to start making my turn. In fact, I can go ahead and make a 45-degree turn. There we go. That way I don't have to make a mad dash for the needle. There we go. And we're getting out of the clouds. And this needle is starting to move a little bit. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and make our turn. We'll wait for it to line up. Going too fast. Oh, there's a runway right there. Alright. Let's make our turn. There we go. Kill the engines. Swap this over. There we go. And I am way above the glide slope. Alright, so nav. Push that on. Turn this off. Now I shouldn't be chasing the should not be chasing the glide slope. Gear down. I'm too high, but that's fine. I can sacrifice this. Sacrifice. I can salvage this. Flaps out, or spoilers out. That should slow me down. Heading hold is still on. Turn that off. There we go. Alright. Spoiler back in. Okay. Let's go ahead and arm the glide slope. Flaps 2. Get some gas. Okay, you are totally. What are you doing? Oh, wow. .109.1. Okay, that's not right. That is totally not right. Alright, let's look at the checklist. Everything is good. Except this is lining up incorrectly. Alright, autopilot coming off. I'm going to have to do this manually. Alright. How much flaps am I'm at? I got 1 notch left. Okay, we're at gear down. I'm not sure the status of my trim. Let's go ahead and give it some correction there. Alright. Okay, this ILS is totally useless. It is wrong. It is wrong. I'm not sure what the hell it lines up with, but it's not the runway. Okay. Full flaps. I'm below the glide slope. For edge, you're dead. Flaps full. Gear down. I got gas. Landing clearance. At approach speed. Angle of attack looks good. If at the end of this I didn't hit record, I'm going to scream. Okay. Idle throttle. Whoa! Damn, that was a hard landing. Spoiler out. Thrust reversers. Wow. That plane stopped on a freaking dime. What the hell? I wanted to stop short. I didn't think I'd stop that fast. Okay, so now I need to enable nose wheel steering. There we go. Now I can get my ass off the runway. Flaps up. So that touchdown was pretty hard. It's because the landing gear is pretty low to the ground on this thing. What I mean is the fuselage is pretty low to the ground. Otherwise, I'd have given it more up elevator. Yeah, you have to give it quite a bit of gas just to get the wheels to move. The weather here looks pretty nice. You know, some of the X-Plane airport add-ons, they actually model it inside of the airport. It's like, geez, what the hell? Here they did the smart thing. They just had little pictures, you know, on the scenery of people walking on the inside. Probably makes more sense that way. Alright, before I turn this thing off, I need to get some real plays. Alright, that's it. Let's go ahead and shut this thing off. Now, to shut this off, what you got to do is you got to hit the cutoff. But, see, it's practically impossible to do that. There we go. Let's grab it in the middle, I suppose. There we go. And now, we'll just turn everything off. Let's do this. Turn off the yaw damper. Turn off these pumps. Turn off our taxi lights, landing lights. Turn these off. Hydraulic pumps coming off. Inverters coming off. Batteries. Right generator, left generator. That's a start. I could just do that. Bring it to the middle position. And turn off all our heating systems. Damn it. Sometimes it's confusing. When do you use left versus right? Autopilot master coming off. And I want to say, for the most part, fuel computers. That's that over here. And our lights over here. Okay. And that's it. And desk it off. Turn these off. And last but not least, our battery master 1 and 2. This plane is actually very fun to fly. It doesn't have a flight management computer, but if you want, you can go ahead and buy Milviz's flight planning add-on. This automatically integrates with it. You don't need to do that manually, which for all practical purposes is a FMS. That said, even without that, having to navigate old school is a lot of fun. High-res textures. The autopilot takes a little bit getting used to, but everything works very well. And don't forget, once you buy this, you're going to have to download the payload manager to get this to work. Very good plane. I'm going to do one more flight with it before I set it aside and move on to something else. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully you found this useful. My name is Flightsimguy. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.